0496. 800-858-0496. 800-858-0496.
When I say Italy, what comes to mind?
Pirello Tours.
Oh, Pirello Tours.
Hi, I'm Steve Perillo of Perillo Tours, and I personally approve every itinerary to ensure a stress-free, once-in-a-lifetime vacation.
I think of the culture.
There's so much to see. I really enjoyed Sorrento.
Being on a Perillo tour was better than anything I can remember ever on an anniversary.
Salute!
Call now for your free brochure, insider's guide, and free $100 gift card. Call 800-942-6182.
Make the best of it.
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
Or C, find a loophole. When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Report.
He guards the president by any means necessary in the Olympus Has Fallen franchise. And now actor Gerard Butler is ready to shoot first and ask questions later as he tries to take down Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and the Den of Thieves.
Big Nick, original gangster cop in the flesh.
What's your tally?
4 dead, 6 on the way to the hospital.
I take it he's a bad guy. I'm gonna make you a deal. Give me the names of all the guys that got away. I'll get you a medic.
I ain't no snitch.
Yo.
He's done, son.
We got a problem. It's major crime.
Get to know your enemy, boys. Every big-time crew has been busted. These are the guys who took them down.
This is what it's all about for him, you know? I mean, when you're in major crimes in the sheriff's department, I mean, these guys are kind of a law unto themselves. And once we come across the bad guys, we pretty much know who they are. And from that point on, it's as much about the psychological games and playing within and without the law, you know, to try and bring these guys down. So they very much become embroiled in each other. But that's what Nick's about. He's a kind of a wild man, a hard charge. He's a silverback gorilla, and he is going to poke at these guys and mess with them as much as he possibly can to make their lives as difficult as possible. And he gets a lot of fun out of it. He loves living on the edge.
So here's what's up. For the past 16 years, my daughter's safety and protection has been my responsibility only. Now, for the first time in her life, I gotta hand you that responsibility. Can you imagine creating a cover because he felt that the character felt like he was hiding in plain sight with the family and everything around, and then becoming so invested in it without being conscious of yourself and feeling like, usually people who rob banks a few times, you'll see it be like, you robbed 3 banks or 4 banks. Like, so why did you stop after you robbed 2? Because they become like almost a junkie to get high off the idea and the energy connected to it and do it over and over. So he's not assessing the possibilities of not making it back. He's just looking at it like, I'm just gonna do it, still balancing 2 lives completely at the same time. It's interesting to have those people around. No matter how aggressive people are, look how aggressive Big Nick's character is in the film. And his daughters have no idea he has those capabilities at all in the movie. And then my family, they don't identify with how much we've done either. Like, they're looking at it like, it's, for every person that we would consider a bad guy, there's someone who could not even see that part of their character.
Do we look like the types who arrest you?
No one put that seatbelt on.
Put you in handcuffs, drag you down to the station. We just shoot you. Boom.
That's it for this week. Please join me next time on the Hollywood News Report, where news is entertainment and entertainment is news.
This season on Celebrity Page, we're taking you to the red carpet.
We are at NBC Universal's holiday kickoff red carpet.
I just felt moved by her.
What was that question?
Just have my eye right there.
Yes! Saoirse Ronan.
Hi, guys.
Sexiest couple by far.
It's just a great question.
Welcome to Celebrity Page. I'm Sonia Isabel, coming to you from the Celebrity Page Loft in New York City.
And I'm James Bond. We've got you covered from coast to coast.
Talk to me about this crossover with Empire.
I couldn't wait for it.
I was talking to Queen Latifah earlier about this crossover episode. Yeah. What can you tell us?
I wish I knew.
You don't even need an introduction. You know who this man is.
Jacob, you're excited for the new Star Wars The Last Jedi?
I'm so excited.
He's tough to get along with, though, isn't he?
No, not at all.
She's one of the toughest women I've ever met.
How A-list actresses are changing Hollywood. Hollywood.
This is a great sort of new chapter in my life, working hard to create more opportunity for women in film.
Us Weekly's Christina Garibaldi gives us the latest couples dish from Sandra Bullock's Boo to Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes.
I love this couple. Everyone has royal wedding fever all over again. What's next for the bride-to-be?
Well, Meghan is not only gearing up for her May wedding, but she's getting ready to celebrate Christmas with the royal family.
I'm taking a stab at the American Ninja Warrior chorus myself. I am so scared right now. I am not an American Ninja Warrior. One of my favorite Zonk prizes, the remote control sofa.
Celebrity Page bringing you entertainment news 24/7.
I haven't had my news for 10 minutes. What was the most challenging part about both of your roles?
Gal.
No.
Chris is such a diva.
There are so many stars to see.
And I was sitting there kind of welling up.
Dad?
No, not even close.
I've been in the studio for a long time.
It's such a tremendous blessing, bro.
Big stars.
She ready.
Big Hollywood.
That's why I love this show.
This is an obligation.
This is Celebrity Page. Now on Celebrity Page TV, we've got the latest on the royal wedding.
Meghan is shedding for the wedding.
How Meghan Markle's getting in shape for the big day. Then James Vaughn sharing his favorite Black Mirror episodes.
All I'm gonna say is be careful where you leave your DNA lying around.
Plus, we're traveling the globe with the Fonz and Captain Kirk.
You call me only by the character, you don't call me by my name.
Henry Winkler and William Shatner explore the world, and it couldn't be more entertaining.
You speak Spanish? No.
Celebrity Page TV starts now.
Welcome to Celebrity Page. I'm Sonia Isabel.
And I'm James Vaughn in the Hollywood Hills. Today I'm taking you through some of TV's most watched shows from NBC to Netflix.
Sounds great, James, but first we're kicking things off with what's making entertainment headlines. Us Weekly correspondent Christina Garibaldi joining us now. Now, Christina, time is flying by. The royal wedding is almost here. What is Meghan Markle doing to prepare for the big day?
Yes, Meghan is shedding for the wedding. With just 12 weeks to go, Meghan is eating clean and working out to get ready for her big day. Now, healthy foods such as fish and a veggie-centered diet are a huge priority for Meghan, who once told us, "I definitely try to eat as clean as possible." And all of this does run in the family since Meghan's mother, Doria Radlin, is a yoga teacher. And as for her secret to making sure she aces those wedding day photos, she told us at one time, posture is the key. Now, something tells us Meghan is going to have no problem at all looking just perfect on her big day.
All right, with news of Coldplay's Chris Martin and 50 Shades star Dakota Johnson's new relationship spreading, how does Gwen feel about Chris's new romance?
Gwyneth Paltrow has consciously approved. A source tells Us Weekly that while Gwyneth doesn't really know Dakota, they do have some mutual friends, and that Gwyneth is happy when Chris is happy, and that she only really wants the best for him. Now, the Coldplay singer has yet to introduce Dakota to his children Apple and Moses, with a source telling us he doesn't really want to complicate things by bringing children into the mix. But all in all, Gwyneth, who is engaged to TV writer Brad Falchuk, is unbothered by it. A source tells us she trusts his judgment and knows he's smart about his decisions and who he spends time with.
All right, thank you, Christina. And for more stories like these, pick up the latest Us Weekly, on sale now. Now let's send it out to James in LA.
I am obsessed with Black Mirror on Netflix. Each episode tells a story of horror about society and technology gone terribly wrong. If you're a fan of The Twilight Zone and you have not seen this show yet, there is no better time to get into it than right now, because I'm giving you my picks for the top 3 episodes of this season in today's James. USS Callister starts off as a Star Trek spoof, but that spoof soon finds itself to be anything but funny, because it's Black Mirror. How I Met Your Mother's Kristen Milioti stars alongside some impressive of-the-era hair, just trying her best to adjust to space life. But wait a second, how'd she get there? Yeah, that story is truly Black Mirror-esque and will leave you jaw-dropped, scared, and wondering, could this really happen? All I'm gonna say is, be careful where you leave your DNA lying around. Next up, Metalhead. No, not that kind of metalhead, this kind. Yeah, that's a dog, at least in the Black Mirror world it is, but its bite is only just the beginning. Starring Maxine Peake running from one of those dogs who's clearly never heard the phrase, "That's a good boy." Yeah, this one's so intense, it almost made me a cat person. Sorry, dog. Finally, my favorite episode of the season, The Black Museum. A museum full of stuff that is quintessential Black Mirror. When a girl on a road trip through the mountains stops to solar charge her car, she stumbles upon the once great tourist trap that now can't seem to attract a single guest. Several tales are told unfold throughout this one episode, but oh boy, do they save the best for last. And I don't want to spoil it, but there's a twist, and it is so satisfying. Catch all 4 seasons of Black Mirror on Netflix now, and find us on Twitter and let us know what your favorite episodes are. From Black Mirror to Jane the Virgin, fans are in for a treat with the CW show announcing the addition of actress Brooke Shields for their 4th season. Our senior correspondent Arthur Cade caught up with the star to talk about her career in today's Hollywood Insider.
Jane the Virgin, one of the best shows on TV. I love that. Gina's the best, by the way.
She is the best, and she directed my first episode, and I think it was her debut, directorial debut. She was a force. She's got the best energy. She's so sweet, and she's like a little ball of fiery energy that is so sweet and funny. And Jaime is amazing. I mean, the Rogelio River connection is really pretty funny.
Do you ever find a situation, because of who you are, you walk on set and they're like, oh my God, Brooke Shields is here?
I revert to being a little kid whenever I get a job. I just get so excited that I'm getting a chance to do what I love again, that I walk in with the, oh my God, I'm here feeling. Like I have to kind of talk myself into going, you know, again, you know, just be proud that you're there. But I just feel so excited that I get invited to the party again.
You became a global name at such a young age. And to see how you've handled it and how level-headed, and you got an education, you did everything right. If you were talking
to my kids, please.
How were you able to keep a level head?
I was not at that crazy, crazed height during any social media. I'm not sure how I would have been able to handle it. I had a very strong dad and mom that kept me on a tight leash. I think we've lost a little sight of really disciplining our children through garnering respect.
An accomplished woman like Brooke has a lot more to tell, so we're going to check back with her and Arthur a little later in the show.
Now it's time for this week's hashtag See Her Spotlight. Together with industry leaders, hashtag See Her is championing the movement to portray women and girls accurately so that the images and roles they see in the media are mirrored in the real world. Well, today we're turning attention to the sports world with WWE Chief Brand Officer Stephanie McMahon, the icon changing the narrative of female empowerment in professional wrestling through her family's legacy. We're taking a closer look at the star's leadership in the movement.
Do you people want to see these women make history once again?
Stephanie making pro wrestling history by announcing the first ever all-women's Royal Rumble match for the 2018 Royal Rumble. The WWE Women's Evolution making revolutionary changes for female professional wrestlers, but the movement didn't start at the top.
Women were treated more as secondary or tertiary type characters in our programming, and our fans actually started a hashtag that trended worldwide for 3 days called Give Divas a Chance. And their voices were so loud that our chairman and CEO, yes, also my father, responded, "We hear you, keep watching."
The company truly listening. The Evolution rebranding the WWE Divas division to the Women's division, offering female superstars a more prominent role in the show.
They are so much more than divas here in this ring today. They are all WWE superstars.
Stephanie, no stranger to pushing boundaries, didn't have to look far for inspiration.
My mom was the CEO of WWE, Linda McMahon, and I had the opportunity to see her in that role. So for me growing up, I never thought that there was any barrier to entry for women in any job they ever wanted to do. The importance of showing all different women, all different body types, all different backgrounds, because every little girl needs to be able to see her in the media that represents them.
We couldn't have said it better, Stephanie. For more information, visit #SeeHer and SeeHer.com. Coming up, the cast of Days of Our Lives gives us the breakdown of the show's latest events. Plus, we're taking a look back at the late comedian Joan Rivers. That's next. Closed captioning has been brought to you by...
What is your lotion wish? No more reapplying. We listened. New Goat Bond Radiance Renewal exfoliates. Then our triple blend of moisturizers helps prevent dry skin. Gold Bond.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move.
Red carpet for a closer look at the show.
Joining a show like this one, how excited are you to be in this cast?
52 years on the air, I mean, come on. At the same time that I was very excited, also, I did have some nerves coming in because you don't know how you're going to be received. You know, you're a whole new group of people that have been together a lot longer than you've been with them, but they couldn't have been more gracious.
With this family, with this show, why have you said every season, I want to come back, I want to keep doing it?
You know what, I did films and I did episodic before Days, and Tyler said it, we're such a family. And there are so many levels of support from everyone you bump into all day, whether it's your cameraman or your sound man or the makeup girl or whoever it is. There's a huge safety net there. So we get the freedom to play, be ourselves, experiment, kind of get on the skinny branches and try things and know that whatever happens, we are in such safe hands and we're so embraced that it makes a highly creative place to work.
The stars staying quiet on upcoming twists, but still teasing some character storylines.
I couldn't catch my breath for a while. So much fun. You've got nothing but women in your life.
This is true, yeah. But you can have as many women in your life as you want, but if everyone hates you, it makes no difference. So right now, he's got his eyes on a couple ladies in Salem that want nothing to do with him. My character comes in as a bit of a rascal, to say the least. So he has to work pretty hard in order to gain the affection of anyone, because he has a reputation just by his last name.
Keep up with the show's twists and turns weekdays on NBC. Earlier in the show, we caught up with actress Brooke Shields to talk about her new role on Jane the Virgin. Now the star is opening up to Arthur Cade about being an entrepreneur and building a brand in part 2 of this Hollywood Insider.
You've pretty much had every title under your name. You can now add fashion designer.
I can, wholeheartedly, and I'm thrilled about it.
How does this all happen? Where does this process begin for you?
I think it actually begins probably decades ago. I think it sort of came to fruition about 10 years ago. I was doing Lipstick Jungle, and it was one of the first times that I ever really started to look at what I felt comfortable in instead of always trying to dress in other people's ideas. The goal is to help women feel empowered. I mean, one of the scariest things is getting dressed. We put so much pressure on ourselves, and hopefully this will make that a little less stressful.
You get involved with QVC and you're now a successful female entrepreneur. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
It's beyond exciting. I'm proud that my girls can watch their mother do something like this.
You are a very outspoken voice for female rights and gender equality. When did that become important to you?
My mother always taught me that I had to stand up for myself. And so she taught me as a little girl to be proud. She would say, stand up, you're tall, stand up. And I'd say, but I'm the tallest in the class and I've got to make myself shorter for other people. And she'd say, no, you do not. She told me just to be proud and stand in my own, and I try to teach my girls that. So it was an organic, the genesis of it came from a good place.
Comedy legend Joan Rivers died in 2014, but Reel's channel is taking a closer look in their series Autopsy at what really killed the entertainer. Here's your first look.
These are the medical papers related to Joan Rivers' death, and together with other information I have gathered, they will provide clues to pinpoint the reason for her untimely death.
She was coughing a lot, she was hoarse, she was croaky, and it was evident that something wasn't right.
Joan did mention that she was going to have some type of a procedure in the morning. She showed absolutely no worry or concern about what was going to be done the next day at all.
Joan was no stranger to surgery.
I asked her about her plastic surgery because, my God, she'd had so much of it. And she said, look, when you're the fat, ugly kid, you need to have the plastic surgery as an adult to overcome that.
In the entertainment industry, people do need to look their best. I wonder about the internal picture that Joan carried in her own head about how she looked. I wonder if Joan would have just seen surgery as part and parcel of that package.
But it wasn't plastic surgery that killed Joan Rivers. The Real show digs deeper.
Endoscopy is generally considered a pretty low-risk procedure, so there's no reason to suspect there may be problems ahead.
I had a phone call from my wife. She said they rushed Joan to the hospital. All I could think was, my God, what happened.
See more on Autopsy Saturday nights on Reelz Channel.
Up next, we're sharing snaps of our favorite stars enjoying the winter weather. That's coming up.